Today we are here with a very, very, very exciting figure. This is Mai from Rascal's Not Doing Bunny Girl Senpai. This is the ultimate bunny girl figure, in my opinion. This is one that I have been very excited about. I believe it's a re-release because I have seen this before, and now it's here, and they are making it again, and I'm so happy about that because I've wanted this figure for a while. But there is a few things that I think are incorrect with it. From pictures, maybe in person it's better, but picture-wise, it makes me worried. But we'll see. We'll see. But we're going to get her out of here. We're going to unbox it. We're going to look at it, see how it turns out. Then we're going to compare it to a prize figure and see if it stacks up to this version of Mai, which I would assume it will. I got this figure from Ami Ami. You can check them out in the link down in the description. And you can also check out Entertainment Earth, which will give you 10% off if you use my link down in the description and use the code SLICE at checkout. That will give you 10% off of any in-stock orders, which if Mai is available still, she'll be in stock, or she'll be 10% off. So, as well as any bunny girl figure, Nagatoro that I unboxed a while back, you can get her for 10% off and do that. So, there you go. So, as I mentioned, I have a few hesitations with this figure. Mostly in the bust area. But we're going to get to that, and I think my worries might be true, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so I am a big fan of this series. This was my 17th series that I ever watched, so it's near and dear to my heart. We are getting a season 2 coming soon, which will be titled Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, which is, we've had 3 movies. So the first half of the series is in season 1. Then there's then the 3 movies, which is kind of the middle chapters. Now we're getting the latter half of the story, which will be in season 2. So, kind of a complicated way of doing things, but what do you know? Now, this is a big plus. It's a tiny base. I love tiny bases because they don't take up that much room on your shelf. And especially with these spring figures, they're usually quite narrow. Not always, but usually. And I think this is the best way to do it. That way it doesn't take up a lot of room on your shelf. And metal peg. You always love to see a metal peg. So let's get the rest of her out of here. Looks like we have a extra thing to put on the base, which we'll do here in a second. And then we'll have to unbox the rest of her, getting all this foam off of her and everything. Let's go ahead and get that little thing. This thing will just help her stand up. We will put that, I think, over here. So anyway, let's get her out of here. Plastic off of her. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put her on the base, and I'll be right back. Okay, so, small issue. I cannot get her to go on this base. Like, I feel like I'm about to break this figure because I'm grabbing onto her, like, calves here and trying to push down, and it will not go down. It's sturdy. It's not going to fall down, so I'm going to leave it, but I cannot get that figure to sit on this base. I know this is, I'm pretty confident this is a re-release. I cannot confirm that, but I'm 90% sure this is a re-release. I don't know if that is a product of bad design that has not been fixed for the re-release, but I'm very disappointed in that. No figure should be that hard to put down on a base, especially one of this size. If it was much bigger, taller, I would understand that, but it's not, and that's disappointing. Let's go ahead and put her things on here, and then we're going to talk about this figure because I have a lot to say about this figure. Like I said, this is like the bunny girl. Like, you cannot tell me there is a more iconic bunny girl. If you search anime bunny girl on Google, Mai will pop up. I guarantee it. I guarantee in the top 2 to 3 results, Mai will be there. Maybe she'll be all 3. I don't know. But I guarantee you she'll be there. You have to nail this figure. And they didn't. I have a few things to say about it. The first thing here is this face. This face is boring. Mai is, yes, she is not that expressive, but she's more expressive than this. This is not expressive. This is a blank stare. All of these figures that I have gotten, I'll just show you, I'll just name ones that I'm seeing here. Both of the Azuki-chan ones are great. All of the Toradora ones are great. Marin, I don't like Marin's facial expression in her bunny girl figure. It's much better than this. This is bad. This is not good. All the Rent-A-Girlfriend ones, all the Love is War ones, this is, I don't want to, you know what, I'm going to say it. This is the worst bunny girl figure that I've gotten ever. It's just not good. Not only that, but, and I've said this for previous figures as well, that I believe there is figures that you could take the body off of, put them on another character, and you wouldn't know the difference. Honestly, this body feels like it's from a different character. And my reasoning for that is the chest. How do I say this without being perverted? This figure knows what I'm talking about. Mai is not a very busty person, but she is busty. In the opening, episode of the show, it is shown very obviously that it's got physics. This is quite of a flat chest, if I'm being honest. And if she was standing up straight, I would say, you know what, it's just she's not leaning forward, so you can't really tell the cleavage that much. This is not the case because she is leaning forward, because her back is arched and her butt is very apparent, which we'll get to. But she should have bigger things, and it's just not there. They're not. They're very, like, honestly, that's the size of, like, I think Nagatoro has bigger ones than that. Nagatoro should not be bigger than, she should not be bigger than Mai. I think Taiga has bigger ones than that. Taiga from Toradora is not bigger than Mai. Honestly, I think this was one of the original freeing figures they did. It's not one of, like, the original, like the Haruhi ones. Those were a while back. But it's obviously older. Just by the way it's designed, it looks older. Certain things about it scream that it is, 5, 6 years old, and it just does not look that good. However, you shouldn't re-release something that's bad. I'm not going to give it, like, brownie points because it's old. I'm not going to do that, especially whenever it's a re-release. If I had bought this pre-owned, I would say, you know what? They've improved now. It was an older time. They hadn't worked out all the kinks yet. I understand. No, this is just, they cheaped out. They wanted to re-release the figure, obviously. And they didn't feel like upgrading it. They just put it out. And it's a bad figure. Honestly, just comparing, and I know this figure in particular is not available anymore. But I'm guaranteeing you there will be new My Bunny figures coming. There is a Nindroid you can buy now of this outfit. That Nindroid would be better than this. This is better than this. It's just not good. I'll be honest, the hair is boring. Like, the butt is there, but it's not, once again, which this makes more sense. Nagatoro is more voluptuous back there. And the pose is boring. She's just like, this pose is from the OP, to where she's dancing in the moonlight. I love that because it's iconic. This just looks like she's standing there. Kind of like, yep, I'm here in my bunny outfit. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. In the end, I just can't award this figure for being boring and just disappointing. I hate to be this way because, like I said, Mai is one of my favorite characters of all time. She is a good anime character, and she is deserving of a good bunny girl figure. And this isn't it. It should be better. It's just not. And honestly, I don't recommend it. I recommend getting a smaller one. Find a better Mai, because there's plenty of them that they come out with. This is not it. This is not something that I am necessarily like. The base doesn't do good. I'm going to try it again. No, I'm not going to do that, because that feels like it honestly feels like I'm about to break her leg. So I'm not going to do that. But anyway, the paint on the little yellow thing here, I don't know if I can get that to come across on camera, but it honestly feels like it's bleeding through. The black of her hair is bleeding through. Am I seeing things because I'm nitpicking? Maybe. I don't know. It's just not. I'm not impressed. I hate to be this way. I hate being negative on videos. I hate it, because then, you know, it doesn't help me. It helps me to say, yes, this figure's awesome. Come back for the next one. This one's not. And I'm going to stop rambling now because it's just not good. I don't recommend this figure. Skip it. It's too expensive. All these Bunny Girl figures are expensive. But whenever you get a good one, you're like, yeah, it was expensive, but it was worth it. This is expensive, and it's not. I don't know. It's a disappointment. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think I'm exaggerating, or do you think maybe I'm onto something here? Do you plan to pick this up? If so, why do you plan to pick it up? And have you already picked it up? And what do you think of it? That's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, we have the Nagatoro video. Go check that out. That's great. We have a U video from a Love Live series. You can go check that out. We have more videos on the way. We've got some Nindroid stuff coming out next week. So stay tuned for all that, as well as the collection is being moved, which is why we're in front of this gray background. That'll be changing very, very soon. Probably by the time you're watching this, it already has. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, even though I didn't this one. But anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.